everything you have done so far in this course has been related to the Linux. So maybe you are a seasoned Windows user and you have never used any Linux distribution, but it really doesn't matter. You can learn common Linux commands in no time. So this same is true for the Python programming language and elementary algebra. So you might be asking, why should I take the trouble to learn Linux commands? So can I not practice my ethical hacking skills with any tool? My answer is no. So you cannot move in the right direction if you don't know elementary Linux commands. In fact, after a certain stage, you will have to master Linux programming, because without mastering Linux programming, you cannot master ethical hacking or penetration testing as a whole. In the coming lectures, you will find many examples where you have to open Kali Linux terminal and Kali Linux terminal, and type commands, of course. So for example, when you work with hacking tools here and frameworks such as Nmap or Metasploit, you have to use a terminal. So it's good to get acquainted with some elementary Linux commands now. So let me give you a real life example. You have installed Kali on your VirtualBox or VMware, so now you need to figure out it to its full potential so that you can use it. So specifically when you need to update and upgrade your distribution, you have to open sources.list file here, sources. Actually, I want to increase font a little bit actually for better. Fix tab size, drop down, behavior. Actually, it's not here, right? In view or edit, view, tabs, layout, keyboard, file, preferences, here. Oops. Preferences. And here you can change this font here if you want. And I will change this to 18 actually. Here. Apply. Okay. So here you will open files sources dot list here. So this file, so if you want to open update and upgrade your Kali distribution, you have to open this sources.list files and uncomment a few lines. If you know the few elementary Linux command, this will not take more time than a few minutes. Either you can do it in a terminal using Vim or Nano here, Nano here, or you can use the built-in Leafpad text editor. Actually, it's not installed. Actually, we have another text editor here. As you can see here, it's mousepad, not a Leafpad here. Mousepad, as you can see here. So either way, it's a must. But it's good to know that Linux programming is easy to learn. So in this lecture, you will learn some common Linux commands. These commands will tell you about the computer itself. So they will tell you the location of the file system or where you are on your computer. You will also learn how to change the permission of a file system, copy a file, or permanently remove a file. You will also learn how to add a new user to your system and get a list of files that are currently in the directory where you are, including the hidden files here. So in a nutshell, you will learn to do basic operations through your keyboard without using your mouse pointer. If you are the seasoned Linux programmer, actually you can skip these lectures. In Linux, nearly everything you deal with directly is a file. So, and most often these will be text files. For instance, all configuration files in Linux are text files here. And so to reconfigure an application, you simply open the configuration file, change the text, and save the file, and then restart the application. So your reconfiguration is complete here. So with so many text files, manipulating text becomes circular in managing Linux and Linux applications. So in this lecture, actually this will be several lectures here, you will use several commands and techniques for manipulating text in Linux. For illustrative purposes, I will use files from the world-based Network Institution Detection System, NIDS, snort, which was first developed by Marty Rivers and it's now owned by Cisco. So NIDS are commonly used to detect intrusions by hackers. So if you want to be a successful hacker, you must be familiar with ways NIDS can detect attacks and the ways can abuse them to avoid detection. So let's now I will learn about you viewing files. So the most basic text display command is probably cat here. So cat is let's use cat to display the snort config file from snort.conf here, as you can see here. So let's, in order to show this file, let's write here cat / etc snort.conf config here. Actually, let's show snmp config here. As you can see that now we printed this file here. So your screen should be like this here. So in the following 2 lectures I will show you, and actually the next lecture 2 I will show you to head and tail commands, which are 2 methods for displaying just part of the file's content in order to more easily view the key content. So let's write here head etc snmp.configuration here. As you can see, now we are simply looking at head here, and we have so if you just want to view the beginning of the file here, you can use the head command as I used it here, but by default this command displays the first 10 lines of a file. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 here. So the command, for instance, here for example, just if you want to see the first 5 lines here, just minus 5 here, and then write your file here, snort. In my case is snort here, but you can do it any file. Actually snort, actually not snmp, snmp.conf. Here, as you can see here, we printed first 5 lines here, 1 2 3 4 5. So you should look like that. You see the output like that. If I write here 8 lines, actually here 8 lines here, oops, SNMP actually, yes, 8 files. For example, as you can see here, I printed 8 lines of our configuration file here, and here, oops, I'm sorry. Let's change this resolution here. Resolution here, here. Keep this configuration here. So notice here we have tail command as well. Tail command as well here. So the tail command is similar to the heat command, but it's used to view the last lines of a file. So let's use this tail command as well here again. Here tail here etc snmp.configuration here. But if you, so for example, let's, as you can see here, we printed these all files here because we don't mention any last lines here. For example, if we try like that, for example, -5, this tail command will show us the last file of last 5 lines of our configuration file or any text file here. So we have the numbering the lines commands as well. So sometimes, especially with very long files, we may want the file to display line or line numbers. Since this SNMP configuration has not many lines here, I will try another file here. For example, let's find another file. File here, for example, let's use Samba here, Samba, and smb.com. I think this will be okay. As you can see, there's so many lines. So we may want to file display 9 line numbers because it's so many lines here with Samba configuration file here. So so this makes it easier to reference change and come back to the same place within the file. So to display a file with line numbers, we use the NL here, NL command. So simply enter the NL command here, etc. etc. here. What it was Samba, right? Yes, Samba SMB configuration. Samba smb.conf here. As you can see here, we printed a line like that. Last line is 189 line here, and as you can see here, we have so many lines here. Here. So let's filter our files with grep command here. So the command grep is probably the most widely used text manipulation command. So it lets you filter the content of a file for display. If, for instance, you want to see all lines that include word, for example, read only here, or path here, like that, path here, in your this SMB file configuration file, you could use cat and ask to display only those files like that. For example, cat etc samba smb.configuration and one line pipe here, and then grep here, read what it was, read only here, read only, read. As you can see here, we printed all our read files here. So this command will first with SMB configuration file, and then using pipe here to send it to grep, and which we will take the file as an input. So now look for lines with occurrences of the word read, and display only those lines here, as you can see here. So the grep command is very powerful and essential command for working in Linux, because it can save you hours of searching for every occurrence of a word or command in file. So let's say you want to display the 5 lines immediately before a line that says step 6 to configure plugins using the Let's for command you just learned. So how will you do it? So there are many options to this command that we have discussed. So you can learn more commands by using the built-in Linux man. For example, man tail here will show the help file of tail command here, as you can see here, or just press X and then enter to quit here. Or you can press Q command to quit here. For example, man cat, as you can see here, we're showing help file of cat command here, or man apt. So man is a helpful command here. Actually it's application here, so it will help you to show the help files of your application or commands here. So there are many ways to solve this challenge. Here I show you which lines to change to do it in one way, and your job find another method here. So we can do it like that: nl etc samba smb dot conf here, and pipe here, and grep read here. As you can see here, we printed this here, so we can see that the line here we printed like that here, as you can see here, with lines. So as you can see here, our challenge is done with nl and grep command. As you can see here, we have we used nl command, which is similar to cat, but it shows the lines of numbers. So in 182 line we have read only yes, 174 we have read only yes here, as you can see here. So I will stop video here, and I'm waiting you in next lecture.